Welcome to the first installment of the 2009 Prodrift video podcast. We start 2009 with round one of the hotly anticipated Prodrift Super Series taking place at Donington Park, UK. The Super Series is a new championship that will combine the best teams and drivers from the UK and Ireland in a 5-round championship staged in both countries.
Oh my God, you think I'm in control? Oh my God, oh you think it's all for fun? Oh my God, you think I'm in control? Oh my God,
Containing the best teams and drivers from both nations, it was immediately clear that this new Super Series was being taken very seriously, and this was reflected in the level of competition. New cars, new teams, new sponsors and new drivers meant that all eyes were on Donington Park to see who would prevail in the first Battle of Britain.
oh my God, you think I'm in control? Oh my God, you think it's all for fun? Oh my God, you think I'm in control? Oh my God, oh you think it's all for fun?
First qualifying run, I thought I pretty much had cock on, then went a bit wide. Thought I was going to go straight into the barrier, but just kept my foot in and just grazed it, taking out the back end a little bit, but it's perfect. It feels just the same as my old Skyline from 2 years ago, but better. I mean, all the new coilovers, Driftworks coilovers on it with the Federal tyres, everything is just perfect. I don't know, it would be interesting to see how people cope with that funky outside line on the first corner. I think that'll be the deciding factor, because if someone messes that up, following them can be a challenge. Beyond that, just good luck to anyone following me because of the smoke.
I think it's always fantastic to come back to any championship with a more positive attitude, better cars, better kind of sponsors and all that kind of stuff. It just shows everything's growing and growing in the right direction. I had a wee problem with the car when I smashed one of the concrete bollards with the driver's rear wheel. So I've bent an arm on the back of her, so she's a bit buckled at the moment. I think we're on to a fantastic championship actually, with the mix of the English and Irish boys. But it's great to have fresh blood in there, not knowing who they are, what they're going to do and how they're going to drive. And you learn a hell of a lot that way. So it's great to run in behind some of them, all right.
My first run I was happy enough with, but I was hoping to build on it on the second run. I pushed probably a little too hard and I caught the wall coming through turn 2, which caused some terminal damage. Like, there's the very best of both countries here, like, you know, and everyone seems to be mixing well and getting on well, and the standard driving is absolutely brilliant, you know.
God, you think I'm in control? Oh my God, oh you think it's all for fun? Oh my God, you think I'm in control? Oh my God, oh you think it's all for fun?
With qualifying completed, it was the UK champ Bonbon who entered the top 16 as the number 1 seed. A top 16 that contained 8 UK and 8 Irish drivers. Young Stephen Moore was no match for top qualifier Bonbon, who made solid progress to the Great 8. Paul Cheshire of Team Green blitzed past Jap Speed's Bagsy en route to top 8, and the plucky M3 BMW of John O'Connell required sudden death to see off the challenge of Silverstone tyres sponsored Mike Dean. Jap Speed and Stobart sponsored Shane Lynch was unlucky to fall to the ever-improving Gavin Lenihan, and third highest qualifier Pete Barber in the RX-7 was eliminated by Dean Carney. Danny Isles in the other Jap Speed S15 was pushed to sudden death by Matt Carter before the Team Green driver encountered problems and retired. John Calvert also experienced problems, allowing Alan Lenihan a relatively simple route to top 8. In the top 8, Bonbon was made work extremely hard to defeat a determined Paul Cheshire in their sudden death battle, but the Driftworks Skyline eventually prevailed. The normally aspirated Beamer of John O'Connell was overpowered by Gavin Lenihan's 180SX, who took his place in the semi-finals. Consecutive 6-4s in favour of an aggressive Dean Carney meant that the black Maxus Nissan of the 20-year-old Irish driver would also progress to the semis. In the final top 8 battle, Hankook's Alan Lenihan required every inch of circuit to battle against the turbo-powered AE86 of Alan Sinnott. Over 2 exciting runs, it was Alan Lenihan who made the biggest impression and moved into the last semi-final place. In what was perhaps the battle of the day, Bonbon and Gavin Lenihan required a one more time run to determine the winner of the first semi-final. The powerful Driftworks Skyline couldn't shake off the determined Lenihan, and the Irish 180SX took both runs 6-4 and with it the place in the final. The younger Lenihan brother Alan was powerless against an aggressive Dean Kearney. The Maxus Nissan delivered a huge attack on Lenihan's door through turn 1 and remained pinned to the Hankook Sylvia throughout the sweeping first curve. Although suffering from gearshift problems, Kearney maintained massive pressure and the 20-year-old took a well-deserved place in the final. This unexpected error by Gavin Lenihan in run 1 of the final gave a 9-1 lead to Kearney heading into the second pass. Kearney remained cool for the remainder of the battle and secured the opening victory to the Prodrift Super Series. Following the final, this is what the top 4 had to say.
We started off the top 16 with a problem with our clutch. We weren't able to change gears using the clutch, so we had to start off the line by the key in first gear and then flat change every gear. I think myself and Gavin went in a bit too hot, and I don't think he was going to make it all the way around the corner if he tried, so he bailed out, which gave me a 9-1 advantage. Like, it's definitely have to give me a lot of confidence for the rest of the year. Had really good tyres there. This again at Maxus, loads of traction, you know. I was delighted with him.
Yeah, just a little too hot, I'd say. Just, as you said, went in too hard and ran wide, and I was really just trying to do my best to claw back the second time around. But
nice battle with Alan Sinnott, very impressed with his driving. Good driver, good battle as well. Battle with Dean Kearney, nearly could have done with changing the suit there at the start line, I'd say. Just very happy with the weekend. Happy to be here, happy to be out Hankook tyres again this season. So
yeah, to be fair, straight away 4th place. Didn't do any testing on the car. It's the first time it's been driven since I made all the changes. Yeah, I mean that's pretty awesome. I can go away now and make a few tweaks, fix a few bits and bobs, and come back and maybe do a bit better next time.
So, as the dust settles on what was an action-packed day at Donington, the Driftworks R32 Skyline of Bonbon sits proudly at the top of the championship table. Remember, you can stay up to date with all Prodrift information by visiting prodriftseries.com or by hitting up the PD crew on Facebook or Bebo.